question, just raise your hand, we'll get to you real quick. All right, Nick, go on the left.
Jim, was this a day you wanted to really, I mean, you've used Jabrill some on offense, was this a day specifically him being at home, you wanted to let him really shine?
Not really. No, it wasn't in the thought process. He put some plays in for him last week where he was operating as a quarterback, and then more this week because he's just so darn good at it. And that was really the turning point in the game. I thought was his long run. Things were the first downs were coming hard. We turned the ball over, and it looked like it was going to be one of those kind of nights. And then his speed, I thought, was dramatically different than everybody else on the field. And also Chris Evans, he showed early that he was going to be tough to bring down. He was lightning quick and fast tonight. It was really, that's to me what broke the game open was Jabrill's and Chris's play the most. Chris said something really interesting this week in practice. Didn't say it to me. He said it to my dad. Said it to Al Glick, and then my dad and Al Glick later told me. But he said, quote from Chris Evans: "It's a sin to be good when you were sent to be great." I thought that was profound, and he was really dynamite tonight.
On your right here, Coach, Ralph, give a button out there. John?
Coach, no first downs for them until the fourth quarter. Can you talk about the effort of your defense and the pressure they put on?
Well, it was, I don't know how many 3 and outs that it was, but I know it was 2 first downs the entire game, and not until late in the game. And we were playing on half the field all night. The guys up front, Wormley, Glasgow, Taco Charlton had a great game. They're playing Mo Hurst, and then eventually Michael Wayne, who was playing both ways, offensive guard and defensive line. But the constant pressure, Ben Gideon had a momentum, game-changing hit, tackle in the backfield. It was constant pressure, and really that field position was we were playing on half the field. The team has been tremendous. Didn't allow a third down conversion tonight defensively. I think it's somewhere around 10 out of 80 for the season. It's been an incredible play on third down. And Don Brown, an amazing coach. I know I've been saying that a lot, but it's obvious to everyone. It is to our team and our whole defensive staff. Pretty spectacular what you're doing defensively.
Coach, in the front left there, Chris.
Coach, you didn't seem to miss a beat when the twos were in there and the backups. Just talk about the intensity, and it seemed like they wanted to finish the job before the guys started.
Yeah, you as a coach, you worry 2 weeks. 2 weeks you worry the most about are the week going into a bye week. We call it an improvement week, but still that week where you're going in, and the week when you're coming off that bye week. And our players were as focused and as I've seen them. And to your point, the twos got in there where they were playing with the same kind of motivation, the same kind of fire. They wanted to show what they could do. A lot of freshmen were playing in this ball game and playing well. There wasn't any real sign of drop off when our twos were in there. The entire second half, except for a series on offense and a series on defense.
In the middle there, Mark.
Can you put into perspective how difficult that throw is that Wilton made to J? I mean, is that make that on the run and place it there? I mean, that seems like it's pretty challenging.
Yeah, it is. It is. When he scrambled up in the pocket, I was saying run. Just run the ball. Be your own check down. And then he turned to cut it loose. And what is he doing? And Jeff Fisher said over the headphones, he's throwing a touchdown. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really hard to do. Really, really hard to do. Really hard to do.
Right next to him, Ralph.
Do you, because Jabrill's so good and can do so many things, are you tempted to use him? Let me rephrase that. Do you worry at all that you may overburden him?
Yeah, I mean, it's something we gotta take into consideration, and he's so good at it though, and fortunately, most of the time, I mean, he wasn't taking any hits. He was just so much faster. Did it look that way to you, Andy? He was just so athletic and so fast. I mean, it was really, really, really impressive. I mean, he's, gosh, if there's a better player in the country, I don't know who it is. I know there's a lot of great players out there, but this guy, to be able to coach a guy like Jabrill Peppers is a real joy. And there's so much more. I mean, that's just, I mean, he can throw the ball. I'll let you in a little secret. That run he made, the one touchdown he got in on, where he's bootlegging out to the right with a throw, and there's nothing he can't do. It's the darndest thing I've ever seen. My humble opinion, I think that we're looking at a Heisman Trophy winner and candidate.
Over to your left there, Nick.
Jim, you guys went for 2. Was that you called that? Or was that?
Pardon?
When you guys went for 2, why'd you go for 2?
This is something we had practiced all week, and we had it. We saw a look that we thought we could get a 2-point conversion out. We had it called each of the extra points we didn't call it after that 4th touchdown, but it was dialed up. It was called off the first 3 times, and then the 4th time we got the look that we prepared for, and our guys executed it very well.
In the middle, Dan.
I'm good.
You good? All right, to the right, Nicole.
Jim, you sort of alluded to this about all the different positions Jabrill can play. Have you coached a more versatile player?
No, not even close. A lot of great players, and I hate to compare because somebody gets diminished, but there's a Bible sitting right here. I put my hand on it and said that no, I've not coached a more personal player than Jabrill Peppers. I don't know if there's not one that's coming to mind right now that I didn't coach. You know, that you could say. I'm not thinking of one. Maybe somebody can, but one is not coming to mind.
It looked like even as early as the second quarter, you were working to make sure that score didn't get out of hand, and it still kind of did. Do you have any sympathy for Chris and what he's trying to do, build a program almost from scratch in a division like this? Yeah, I mean, but then, it was certainly wasn't the intent to make the score what it was, and he is building it. I mean, you look at his team; he's doing it the right way. He's doing it very well, and that's this team to be a factor very soon. I don't have any doubt. He's a great coach. We had our players were better, and not taking away from their players because they got a lot of good players too, a lot of talented players, but we had more of them tonight, and it really, and one great player, great player, Jabrill Peppers, really got it, ignited everything in this ball game. I don't know if you saw it the same way, but just the speed that he had was on a different level, different plane.
Got time for a few more in the front. Steve?
Jim, talk about your pass rush, where we haven't even touched on that. They had Rutgers quarterbacks on the run pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, it was constant pressure. I mean, our front, I think that's probably by one of the biggest biggest and best, I mean, the spine of our team is that front, that defensive front. Greg Madison does a great job coaching our guys, and they were fast. Our whole team was really fast tonight. And they just are fast, but really showed tonight. They were executing at a really high level. Those guys, the pressure was tough to deal with.
Chris?
That sideline seemed to explode when Bobby Henderson scored his touchdown.
Yeah.
About that play and that reaction.
Yeah, did not expect that, you know. But it was, Hendo. Your name's Henderson, I guess everybody nicknames you Hendo. But he's a team favorite. And it was well done. The team also dedicated the game, 2 game balls to one to Jeremy Clark and one to Grant Newsom. And if you dedicate a game to somebody, I mean, you got to win it. And our guys got it done.
Go in the back left.
And what did you think of the Michigan fan presence at this game?
I really, you know, I noticed it at the end. You know, there was a lot of them there, and that was good. And most of the game was it was a great atmosphere for football. Appreciated the support from the faithful.
Over here on the right, Angelique.
Jim, Heisman Trophy voters tend to love offensive players. I mean, would you envision playing Jabrill more since you put him in that running now for Heisman Trophy?
What he's doing.
It is, but more. I mean, like really having even more of a.
Maybe Jim Thorpe. Maybe that would be a good comparison. Just came to mind. Just came to mind. The great Jim Thorpe. I think you could put Jabrill on that thing. I really do.
All right, last question over the left, Nick.
Jim, is Kenny the kicker? Who won you didn't get any field goals, so who won the kicking competition?
Yeah, Kenny was the one we were going with first tonight.
You think you're gonna stick with him now?
I thought he was good tonight. I think we saw part of the problem one time where he was he's rushing some of his kicks, and he rushed one, and we had it on the stopwatch, and then reminded him. I think that's the biggest issue. You just want to be in that 1-2-5, 1-3 operation time, and he was getting down there one time where he 1-1, and I think that's the identifiable thing. And hopefully, just keep working on that and get the timing right in that sweet spot. 1-2-5, 1-3.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Hey guys, all the players, we have a couple more players are down